Hello, everybody. Lo here. We're back. Yeah, I had to take some time to sort some stuff out, and that took a lot longer than I thought. Zen, hey, yeah, I've been up since we talked. Hope your work went smoothly, but I'm back. We're back. We're getting started again. Let me get the relaxing music back going, and we'll get back to it. Hey, hello. Yep, hydrate. Yep. Need some caffeine. Gotta get the old juice a flowing, as it were. Well, I kind of actually got a little depresso. I heard a song that I hadn't heard before, and it hit me a little bit harder than I wanted it to. And I just ended up listening to it for a couple of hours, and that made me more sad. But I'm okay. That Bo Burnham's "All Eyes on Me." God dang, that man can sing. That song hurt, man. Like, oof. I enjoyed it though. It was good stuff. We're gonna be going with a ranger. Plan is to go soul beast, but I'm just gonna stick with great sword and longbow and actually play a ranger. As crazy as that may be. Oh well, thank you, Kaya. Go get you some sleep, girl. Shoo. I mean, I should as well, but I'm not. Go sleep. Let's go. See, right there, pole arm. Why can't I have that? Why can't I have that spear? I want it. Gimme. Thank you. I mean, it's a beautiful song, but it's like it's beautiful in a sad way, so it still hurts. But yeah, shoo, go sleep, do. I'll go back to the beginning of my playlist. Ooh, yeah. Yes, Zen, probably. But I mean, I'd love. Basically, I want to be as close to kind of the core ranger because to me, a lot of the ranger builds you see, it's like, yeah, dual, like, two one-handed axes, and then another thing. I'm like, I don't know. The whole ranger fantasy to me is, having a longbow and, you know. But whatever. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna hunker down and try and make sense of it. I'd still prefer a polearm to a greatsword, but whatevs. And I've got a untamed, and man, in melee that thing hurts, but doesn't feel as good at range. And that's, to me, that's the idea of being a ranger, man. It'd be like playing a mage, but then you just run around punching people. You don't use magic. You just punch people. Well, see, the code is in the game for it. You see NPCs with pole arms everywhere. We've got halberd skins, pole axes. Come on. Hey, there you go. Just give everybody every weapon and be done with it. Boom, there. I mean, and in the game's lore, it does mention there being magic guns. I learned that as part of the process of making my my first legendary, my only legendary, the Predator. All right, let's get this because I always forget that somehow. See, I always used to get this point of interest first when there used to be a Black Lion NPC here. But there isn't now, so I always forget. I love the Predator, but I have to turn my sound effects down because that thing will make you go deaf. Because it's the pew pew is a little bit too intense sometimes. I love this heart. Just dancing for cows. That's just silly. I love it. Dunzo. I really wanted to make the Predator primarily for Deadeye, but I just couldn't get into Deadeye for some reason. Not the class, it's me. One of those user error things where the user is the error. That's pretty much it for me. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they can't. That a class that you would, mentally associate with ranged weapons can't use, rifle. But whatever, that's fine. I'd probably still use a bow, honestly. Just because, like, thematically. But I would love it if they gave us something with a stupid gun. Like, there was this lovely broken class in Terra called the Arcane Gunner. You had a gun that was the size of a coffin. While you're in combat, you had a constant move speed buff. You wore the same armor as tanks. And you could clear dungeons single-handedly. Yeah. I like nonsense like that. Yes, sir. Speaking of axes, it's weird that we don't have a great axe. It's weird that we do not have a great axe. There's a couple of great axe skins, and there's at least one or two NPCs that have great axes. I don't miss the perverts. I always had creepy whispers because I had an Ellen. So, Okay, granted, one of the Ellens I had, I did kind of bring it on myself. I 100% did. But still. Yeah, here, I'm just gonna... I'll send you a tell about this. I'll send you a whispers in so I don't have to say it on the stream. And you'll understand why. So I kind of brought that on myself, right? I mean, I did. That's one of the reasons why I can't wait. I'm hoping I'll get into the Blue Protocol closed beta. They have cat ears there, so I will be able to have a low with purple hair and cat ears. I'm already satisfied with that. Did you sign up for the Western or the global beta or the network test? Because the network test got moved back to the 25th, but I think they've already stopped accepting stuff. I hope they don't screw it up, man. I hope they don't screw it up. I need something else to play while I'm waiting for Living World Season 6 and the next expansion and all that. Part of me worries when they're like, oh, well, this isn't an MMO, it's an online co-op RPG. I'm like, that just makes me have bad flashbacks thinking about Genshin. The only reason I played Genshin to begin with is I was like, this will hold me over till Blue Protocol hits. No, it did not. It very did not. I don't like gotchas though, so that's on me. Just in time to not hand any apples in. Well, that's cool. Well, the Spider Queen should be starting though. I don't get burnout quickly because, I mean, I can sit here playing the same thing 16, 17 hours a day for a few years before I start to worry about burnout. But I'm an old man, so that just kind of comes with the territory, I think.
Is it just me or am I
Okay, that veteran spider should be spawning. It usually comes right after the apple. Okay, I guess it's not happening. That's fine. I hit the wrong button for dodge.
just one more confirmation of how great I am?
Some games the burnout does hit me a lot faster than others, but usually MMOs take the longest for me to have to worry about burnout. Burnout to me usually only happens if I'm between content. Then I have to worry about it. As long as there's something else for me to go work on, nah. And thankfully with Guild Wars, there's always something to work on. Always.
Raid time, motherfuckers.
Let's see. Kiryu Mitsukaze, hello. Well, thank you for the haunting. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm a variety of YouTuber. I mostly play MMOs, RPGs, occasionally a little bit of Destiny here and there. Random RPGs. How y'all doing? What were you streaming there? Oh yeah, no. I 100% have that. But see, for me, that's what I need to do because ADHD. I've got to have a list of things to do, or otherwise I get bored. And boredom and creativity, that's a really bad mix. No, that's not good. No. No. Historically, that has never been good for me. More so as a kid. More so as a kid. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Well, you know, that's funny. On one hand, you know, you have back in the old movies, it's like, you know, about talking about, you know, how precise the shots were because of the stormtroopers. But then, here's one for you. Here's one for you. Who would win in a fight? Stormtroopers, as they're portrayed in the movies, or a bunch of red shirts from Star Trek? Because the red shirts are bullet and laser magnets, but the stormtroopers couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. So how would that turn out? Who would win? I mean, the red shirt's got to die no matter what. Oh yeah, if it was the clone troopers, yeah, no, red shirt's gone. But they were a better quality. And they had production standards for the clones. The run-of-the-mill troopers, though, nah, that's like just everybody. No, see, if we're talking about like straight back in the day TNG Wesley Crusher, he'd come up with some way to somehow make a blaster explode and cause some kind of time paradox horse shit. And probably still also get shot. Welcome, Golden Brawler. Hope y'all are having an excellent day, night, whatever it is for you. This is a lurker-friendly channel, though, so feel free to just keep me on as background noise if you got shit to do. Or chat. Both of them's good. I appreciate both because both are support and that matters. But you know, speaking of the troopers, man. Okay, here's one. Here's one though. Okay, let's say you didn't have any, you know, sucky troopers. Let's say you had all straight Republic commandos. Would they have been able to win against the Ewoks though? There's a question to piss some people off.
You're kidding, right?
Replenishing.
So I was like, you know what? The clone troopers are badasses, but the Fuzzy Boys got the home team advantage. Oh.
You're kidding, right? Here we go. It's exploding time.
Okay, Zen, here's one for you, though. Who would win in a fight? This is a three-way battle. Clone troopers, okay. The Fuzzy Boys, or the Star Wars Christmas special. Who would win?
Here we go. It's exploding time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I went there. I spoke of that which you do not speak.
Here we go. It's exploding time. I'll never.
Sorry for the trauma. Have fun, though. That's what we do here. Nothing but laughs, baby. And occasional trauma. That's what friendship is. Sharing trauma. It's not an equal sharing, though, obviously. Okay. Okay, Zen. I'll help you or I'll make it worse. Are you ready? Because it's going to be either... This will either help you or it will make you feel worse significantly. Because I may put you in a circumstance where you would prefer the Star Wars Christmas special. Would you rather watch the Star Wars Christmas special or the original live-action Mario Brothers movie?
You're dead.
See, I brought a little of my own childhood trauma into it. Okay, the Goomba, I was happy with two things in that movie. Goombas and getting to see the Super Scope on the big screen. Because the Super Scope was cool. And as a rarity for Nintendo, it was a cool accessory for the console that actually worked. Looking at you, Power Glove. Take care of my Will-O-Wisp. Best boy here needs yeah, and remember, hydrate too. Get you a couple stretches in, especially like a good old man stretch. You know, the stretches where you sound like you're dying as hard as you possibly can. That's the good stuff. I will certainly take as good a care of them as I can. They may have some trauma if we keep talking about music and movies, but that's just part of the experience. Yeah, the only bad part about those then is when you get halfway through the stretch, and especially if you're doing like a trunk twist, and the muscles over your ribs start to cramp, and you're just sitting there. You can't stop. You can't stop, but you don't want to keep going, but you kind of have to. Well, no, I don't let out any sussy noises. Like, I probably need to get a stretch in anyhow, so this is what they tend to sound like a... That was 3 genuine old man stretches. Yeah, if you're stretching where you're making sussy noises, you might be stretching the wrong thing. I'm just saying. Like if your stretches result in any yeah or things like that, that's the wrong kind of stream, I think. As you should, Zen. And as the law dictates, if you have other guys there, you each have to compete to sound like the one who is dying the soonest. That's just natural law in effect. You got to. You have to. That's just a thing. Thank you for the follow. Let me kill this bandit and give you a follow back, because that is just polite. Boop. There we go. Turns out I've been making dad noises since I was about 12. before that was really a thing back in the ancient times. Yeah, you take care. Remember, hydrate, get you some much needed sleep there. Sleep's important. Not that I have room to talk. Oh yeah, like I don't know if my neighbors are like just sitting there stretching and trying to like get up out of their chairs, or if there has been a literal murder. Like, sir, just go knock on the door and see if it's just a guy, if it's just dad noises. Like, is it dad noises or is it torture? What's the difference? You'll understand eventually. Like, nah, yeah, no, we're okay. We're okay. I mean, we're not okay, but, you know, we're okay, okay. What I hate though is when you get, you know, you had a good stretch when you get lightheaded. That may not be a good thing medically speaking, but like you get lightheaded and it feels like whatever energy you had just left your body and you just kind of collapse into your chair. Like, yeah, that was nice. I'm not going to be productive now. Not that I was, but now I have a valid reason. Oh yeah, I had those. Yeah, the shotgun sneezes. Like you go from maybe having like a to get that Dovahkiin sneeze going on, you know? It's not a choice. It's just part of life. You know you've had a good sneeze when you sneeze so hard you also fart. But those are the farts that not that you should never trust a fart. But if you fart while you're sneezing, oh no. Nah. That's an immediate wellness check for your pants. And that, again, is just a fact of life. It's a gross fact of life, but it's a fact of life. You know what's also bad? This is especially when you're doing the stretches, if you get a titty cramp. I've not seen anybody that got one of those cramps that did not immediately yell out titty cramp. And that's not great in public, especially in mixed company. Because girls will look at you weird when you yell titty cramp at the top of your lungs. That's what it is. There we go. I need that. Boop. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that's basically what it is. But okay, let me ask you then. I'm going to see if you do what I do. You're sitting there when you get the titty cramp and you're sitting there like beating the living hell out of your chest while like it like hunched over. It's like, and the only thing you can say is, titty cramp! Oh, God! I was like, look at me how you want to. I'm just fighting for my life right now. See, I feel better now. It's not just me. For real. You just like me. For real. I think about the only thing worse than that is if you get one of the butt cheek cramps. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, look, trust me, I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. It's like percussive maintenance on an old CRT TV. You just hit it until it works right. And now, I'm not going to say anything because this is a wholesome channel. But I've only noticed usually you get those specific kind of cramps when you're doing stuff. And it's an inopportune moment. Because when you get a cramp in your booty cheeks, those muscles tense up. And that causes a very specific kind of movement. Yeah. Yeah, no. Not ideal. Yeah. Yeah. That's one way to look at it. You got to put a positive spin on stuff sometimes. I hate the this only happens when I'm laying down to sleep. When you get the cramp in the arch of your foot, it's like somebody stabbing you with a bunch of Legos right in the dead middle of your damn foot. Yeah, you're comfortable. You're relaxed. You've melted into your bed. Your sheets are just right. The pillow's nice and cold. And then stab in the middle of your foot. No, I don't care for that. Do not care for it. It scares me in the moments where it feels like you're. Oh yeah. Have you ever popped your back or something, Zen, and had your sternum pop? I've only talked to one or two people that have felt that. I didn't know when that happened to me. I didn't know that could pop. I mean, I know there's cartilage there, but I didn't know that could pop. That hurts. Oh yeah, a friend of mine popped my back and my sternum popped. People that were 15 feet away from me heard it. I mean, I was like, oh, that was nice. It was horrifying, but then it was kind of nice.
The Windmill King wants to fight for suits. You have met your match, dragon.
I mean, it could have been something else that in that area that did it, but it was in this dead middle of my chest, and that's where your sternum is, so... Eh? Well, now if you ever experience that, you'd be like, oh god, that was what Lo told me about. Oh shit, this is... Oh wait, that's kind of nice. It's one of those stretches where you make a face that nobody outside of a bedroom or the backseat of a car should ever see, ever, and even then, definitely not, because that's why lights turn off. It's one of those kind of faces. It's not good. what happened to me after that friend had walked my back, because I am a decently big fella, so if I get somebody to walk my back, they've got to be at least 250 pounds minimum, or my back won't pop. An ex of mine tried to. My back was sore one night. I had a rough night at work. He's like, let me walk your back, babe. I'm like, okay. And she's sitting there like, you know, all 102 pounds, river dancing my spine. I'm like, I appreciate the effort, like I do, but the only way this is gonna do any good for me is if I suddenly develop a foot fetish, and I don't want to do that. I mean, I ain't gonna king shame nobody. It's just that's not a perk that I want to add to my list of passives. You know what I'm saying? My list is already full, and I'm not that happy about the selection that I was handed. Honestly, I would like a reroll. You know, something I can put a little bit of thought into. Maybe pick less dump stats next time, you know? I don't think the trade-off of that you have with, hey, on the one hand, you get depression. On the other hand, you develop an incredibly messed up sense of humor. I like the messed up sense of humor, but I could do without the other stuff, you know? Like, there's got to be another way to have that particular personality quirk without being a serial killer, maybe? I don't want that either. I think I'd get rid of the depression, get rid of the anxiety. I'd keep the ADHD, but under the condition of having a working manual on how to use it to my advantage. Otherwise, nah, another pass for me. I guess I'm lucky though, because I know a lot of folks between ADHD, autism, and so on that have a lot of sensory issues, textures and stuff bother people. I've only had one, and it went away because I kept forcing it on myself, and so that got me over it. So small victories, I guess. I had a fleece blanket that I always use. One side is nice and like almost t-shirt smooth, and the other side kind of like rough, like a towel. And the second that would touch my skin, I would have a head to toe spasm, and it took me years to get over that, to where it would not immediately wake me up in the dead middle of the night, like, nope, gotta fix this blanket, can't do it. oh no. And now it's just, oh, whatever. That's okay. Don't care. I'm not sure if I actually got over it or if I just got really tired of dealing with it and decided no. Same thing, functionally? Maybe? Probably not, but whatever. Close enough for government work. Yep, okay, here we go.
Nice to see
I remember when you used to need a group for this bad boy. Way back. Now it's like, yeah, I'm here and my gear is level 1. I got this. I love the Crichton themed weapons on here. They're so ornate. I love it. Also, really, lady, that is not like good hunting attire. That is gonna get snagged on a thorn or a briar or something. That's just not good. And if brambles don't get you, blackberries will get you. If that don't get you, you'll get caught in some freaking nettle. Oh baby, you do not want that. There's a great channel on YouTube, if you've never seen it, Zen. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but the two guys are British. And they do some of the most horrible stuff you've ever seen. And one of them they have is the Nettle Olympics. It's them intentionally doing like a couple 100-foot run barefoot over nettles. Or a long jump also into nettles. Or pillowcases filled with nettles and then just beating each other with them. It's so horrible. Which, of course, is why you watch it. Everybody could use a little schadenfreude, eh? The hot dog one was the worst, though. If you have a weak stomach, don't watch the hot dog one. I'll have to link that on Twitter when I can find the channel again. I did find out something neat from that, though. I didn't know in the UK, hot dogs come in a jar like pickles. That was not something I was prepared to know.
Getting away. After him.
Okay, this is a very vital question for you. What is your preferred hot dog? Like, if you could have your ideal right now, whatever you, the way you want a hot dog, what do you got on it? This is an important question to me. 'Cause that is like a life or death issue where I live. As sad as that may be.
A fearsome death howl from a fearsome foe. The likes of such has never been seen.
Whatever. It was big.
Okay, but I mean like an actual hot dog hole itself. Like that's what I'm talking about. That's totally valid though. Especially like little pigs in a blanket. That's good. But just like a hot dog, what do you got on it? I need to know. Well, see, here's interesting. So where I am in the South, here, if you have a hot dog, it's assumed that it's going to be the following: hot dog, onions, slaw, chili, mustard. And here's the thing: I don't like mustard, but if I'm getting a hot dog, by God, there best be mustard on there. But if I'm at home, mayonnaise, cheese, and then either some sauerkraut or one of the stacker slices of a dill pickle. Years back, I had found this hot dog, and I've never found them again, that had a bit of pickle brine in like the hot dogs. So it had that dill pickle taste, and so one day I was making a, hot dog, and I had some of the sandwich stackers, and I was like, I wonder, and just put one of those on there, and I'm like, oh man, this is revolutionary here. But you do things different at home than you do when you go out. Like if I go somewhere to a fast food place and get a burger, like say McDonald's, just for an example, that's always gonna have ketchup, mustard, onions, pickle on it. If I'm making burgers at home, oh, there damn well better not be any ketchup or mustard on that shit. Lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, onion,
Haven't been here yet.
maybe pickle, maybe. I tried one time. They had one like the fancier burger things at McDonald's one time that I tried that actually, had tomato and all that. I was like, this tastes wrong because I know in my heart that this is a McDonald's burger. Why is that? Man, that dude really wants to keep his beer. Holy crap. Hey, there's a thief. Thank you, okay. I'm sorry, what? Okay, that was some bullshit. You saw that, right? Dude was walking in the air and then just teleported. What the hell are they putting in that beer? Give me some of that shit. Okay, since you have moved to the U.S., have you embraced gravy yet? Have you embraced biscuits and gravy? Of course, that depends on where in the U.S. you are as well. Oh, Steve, dude, that's one of my childhood favorites, comfort food, because we were broke as hell. Was a lovely thing my mom would make called hot dog gravy. Chop up the hot dogs and fry them the same way in a pan like you would kielbasa or any other sausage. And then just use that grease to make your gravy with. Make some nice buttermilk biscuits, what we would call cat head biscuits. Because these are biscuits the size of a cat's head. Oh, okay, you're up in Ohio. You got that Skyline chili and all that junk. Not that it's not good, but that does not go on spaghetti. That's illegal. Well, you're probably better off not then, because biscuits outside of the South are garbage. And there's a valid reason for that. It's the flour. The flour most commonly used down here is the lily flour, and that is made from a softer winter wheat. So there's less gluten, which lets you have more fluffy biscuits. You gotta have fluffy biscuits, man. That's mandatory.
Centaurs would be less hostile if we shared our beer with them.
I think they want our land and crops.
Just a thought.
Have you had any American foods that you still not adjusted to? I'm curious. We definitely have some weird shit going on. Because all of our food is comfort food because we're miserable. That's just... I hate this heart because you've got to... I don't like hearts where you have like only a few things. You've got two different things you can do for the heart. In one, there's like one or two, then you've got to run to the other side of crap, kill that, come back and do the other. No, just no. Oh, I need to set up or I'm going to end up slouching all day. Okay, stretch. Got to do a leg stretch. Oh, yeah. Oh, sometimes you got to get a good toe curler in. This one irks me because, yeah. Oh, I do the grubs, and then I go kill the centaurs on the backside. Yeah, that was a toe curler, man. You got to get those sometimes too. You know, I had a horrible thought. Oh, this has been years ago then, but I'm going to share this with you now because we're friends and that's what friends do. Itching is psychosomatic, right? Like, itching is in your brain. So that means technically our organs could itch. Like, you're just sitting there minding your own business and then your liver starts itching, or your bones itch, or your teeth or your tongue itches. Because, I mean, your throat can itch. You know, when you get a scratchy throat, that's your throat itching. So think about that. I mean, don't think about it, but... A little bit of curse knowledge for you there.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Oh.
My ale. All of
Oops.
it. What am I supposed to do?
I thought he was going to catch it.
I like it here. Without ale. If they served ale in the mists, wouldn't be so bad.
Alright, one more should do that. Okay. Okay, that did the other thing, but I still need more for this. Okay.
stay here a bit longer, just in case. Oh, my ale collection is restored.
Fair enough. I'd be upset if somebody stole my beer too. I don't know if I'd be murder upset, but be upset. Oh yeah, I should probably go to town and do that stuff. Okay, it's still gonna... Sometimes it lets you go ahead and do the quest, and then sometimes you have to go back out and then come back in. Kind of still, if you ask me, but it is what it is. Ooh! Oh yeah, I was supposed to... Pepsi apparently has got their answer to Sprite, so I thought I'd grab one and try it out. Smells like Sprite. Huh. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I grabbed the 0 of it because, you know, I avoid sugar as much as I can. That's pretty damn good. Yeah. And, you know, it doesn't feel like I'm drinking lava and lightning. See, what you gotta try, unless you don't like cherry, is if you can get a hold of Cheerwine, you need to. That is a cherry soda. You usually only find it in North and South Carolina, sometimes Virginia and Tennessee, Georgia, etc. But it's somewhere between wild cherry Pepsi, cherry Coke, and a black cherry soda, except it's a pure cherry. There's no cola. That is, to me, the best soda that there is. Obviously, I'm heavily biased. But that's pretty damn good. Okay, if you like cherry, please try you a Cheerwine. It is in. I officially endorse that. Not that that means anything. If I could only have one soda ever for the rest of my life, it would be Cheerwine. And the 0 is pretty good too, honestly. The diet was kind of eh. Oh, hello. Bane, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. I need to figure out why that echoes. I don't know why it do. But how are you doing, Vane? I hadn't managed to catch you in a little bit. What's shaking for you? Also, is the music loud enough, or is it too loud? I'm used to the streaming player, and the volume on it was very different than the, you know, playing it from my computer. You know, sleep deprivation. Not sure what to play. The normal stuff. Okay, good. Good. I wish they would make more use of the home instance and actually let us have personal housing. You know how much cosmetic horseshit they could sell for that? Look at 14. Things like personal housing and whatnot are a goddamn money factory. Oh no! Like, is this a vital for your for the sake of decency button, Vane, or an easy access button, or a cosmetic button? Because, you know, depending might not always be that bad. Hey, I'm just saying. Oh, that's fine. Of course, are we talking like a full-length shirt or just enough to be legally able to wear it in public without causing a problem shirt? Because those buttons could be vital. Those buttons could... Oh, okay, then you're fine. I was about to say if this was one of those crop tops that are just barely not a bra, those buttons could be very important. It's very important. I don't know. I've seen some of that at college before. I have seen some ladies wearing things at college that you normally would not see outside of a bedroom. The only positive thing about that is when I had the realization that hit me. Like, wait a minute. I'm a grown-ass man. I can wear my PJ pants to the gas station if I want to, and ain't nobody gonna stop me. That was some freedom right there, baby. It's like, well, yes, I am wearing my comfy plaid pants, thank you. They're wonderful, I love it. Hey, if it's good enough for college girls, it's good enough for me. Things that I never thought I'd say.
Hey, there you are. It's great to see you back on your feet. Come on, let's go for a drink. I'm buying.
You're buying? Oh, this must be a special occasion. Owen.
Oh,
it's
well,
fun to see me when I was
well,
injured.
be sure to tag me on Twitter so I can come, try and be there for your year thing and, drop some support there.
Right here and now.
Wait. Why are you so mad?
Mine's coming up
Anything?
at some point.
You were supposed to back up Riot Alice, but you didn't do anything. And the Widowmakers took her.
I'll probably pull a me and do like a 40-something hour stream or some crap.
So, you're back.
Oh,
Just in time to
oh.
your idiot friend again.
See,
Probably
that was how I ended up with my
one of
first
our
36-hour
fellows
stream.
gang.
I didn't think about doing a subathon until around hour 20.
Hard on a stick.
So I was like, hey, for every sub between now and hour 24, I'll stay on 2 extra hours.
After that,
And so Rob came in and was like, hey, here's 12 donated subs. I'm like, Rod,
You bring
thank you,
Alice to
you
Winter
glorious
Square.
piece of shit.
If you don't,
And thus, I was on for
you'll
36
leave
hours.
in the gutter. You know where to find me.
So yeah.
The Widowmaker's hideout is just around the corner.
Well, yeah. See, for me, I don't do it for the fun. I do it because I do not have a functional sense of time. And I don't. One of the glories that comes with ADHD. Last week, a month ago, and 2 years ago are basically the same thing to me. It's not great. Oh, well, yeah, obviously. Obviously. Stupid work getting in the way of having fun. Bullshit.
What do you want?
Alright, let's go beat up some bandits. Well, tag me in that so I know in advance, and I will make every effort to be there. If I can't actively be there, then I will be there lurking. Do you know what you're gonna play? Like, are you gonna do a bunch of stuff, some party games, Party games are good for things like that, I think. Hey, I support the people that support me, man, because that's only decent to
We
do.
want the password to your hideout, and we want it now.
If I tell you, you'll let me go?
I love party
Yeah,
games
we'll
for
let
stuff
you
like
go.
that because party
as
games
long
can
as
be
you
really
don't
fun.
warn them.
I won't.
Lay had a
Protect me. I
night
don't
where
owe
we
them
did
anything.
some of the Jackbox
Password
games,
is
and
Solma's Bloomers.
there was one of the games.
You're too tough for us.
It was like a I can't remember what it was. Basically, you had these questions and you'd lose like a finger or whatnot. And for some reason, for the first hour or two, I was on an unstoppable winning streak. And then that ended pretty abruptly and I didn't win another time for the rest of the stream. I don't know what that is, but I see the word cheese and I like cheese. Cheese does not like me, but that doesn't matter. Because you have to suffer for the things you love. I guess technically it's more the people around me suffering, but that's kind of their problem, not me. I like cheese. That's the end of it. Minecraft, Fable 2, Mario Kart. Okay, I may have to turn my like Nintendo whatever back on, but if I can, I'd be happy for that. I've literally... That's the whole reason I got a Switch, is to play games like that with other streamers, to hang out or collab or whatever. And I could never get anybody to do it. So my Switch has been dead for like 6 months. I've still not finished Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and I really need to.
You'll be doing that one for days.
Get over here and help me!
Well, I will look that up after this, definitely. Let me go rescue Riot Alice real quick.
Thanks for the rescue. I was really starting to
Hate people that kidnapped you?
As for
That
you,
should have been an instant thing.
this almost makes up for you getting me caught in the first place. Almost.
I am not familiar with
I
them.
always clean up my own messes. You were never in any danger.
Right, Quinn. Whatever you say. Come on, we need to get Alice back to Two-Blade Pete.
I'm right behind you. Anywhere is better than here.
Okay, I'm taking a look-see here on my phone. Okay, little flash games, man. Man, I used to spend a lot of time on Newgrounds back in the day. Dude, that takes me back.
I'm sorry. Please come in. I'll tell you what you need to know.
Make it quick.
Lucky for you, Quinn, you made it. Good thing Alice isn't hurt.
No thanks to you, Pete. Were you gonna leave me with those goons? I thought you needed me for the apothecary job.
Shut up about that. Now, as to you, Quinn, you're off the hook for Alice. But as part of the gang, I've still got work for you.
That wasn't the deal, Pete. We dealt with the Widowmakers, Alice is back, and Quinn's out.
Hey, don't stir things up. He can make things really difficult around here for me. As long as I'm on the streets, I need to cooperate with him.
I need to come up
Don't
with something
be
to
an
do for
idiot.
my year
Pete's
thing.
not
I'll
your
have to think
friend.
about that.
He thinks everyone's expendable, especially you. You're just gonna get into trouble.
I always do
again.
Cards Against Humanity.
Sure,
that's
sure,
free.
I know that. Come on, trust me.
Although
Just have to
occasionally
stay
gets
one
close
step
to
ahead
terms
of
of service violating.
All right, it's your life. Be careful, Quinn. I'm not always gonna be around to lend a hand.
Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away.
Make it quick.
Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away. Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right aw
Thanks for coming. Not too busy to have a word with me, are you? I need some information about a thug named Two-Blade Pete.
Pete, huh? Yeah, I know him. He's always been trouble. These days, the less I have to do with him, the better I like it.
Glad to hear that. His gang's mischief's getting downright deadly. Know anything about what they might be planning next?
I just helped my friend Quinn settle a score with him, and I heard a member of his gang mention an apothecary.
I start putting back
That
for
mean anything to
PSVR
you?
2 so I can actually start playing Beat Saber and stuff again, which
Pete's goons have been
unfortunately
sniffing
for
around
me,
in
Beat
Shaymore.
Saber is mostly
There's an
trying to not
apothecary
punch
there.
holes in my ceiling.
That might be their next target.
Everybody
friend
wants to
Quinn
be
is mixed up
tall
in this.
because they don't consider
Can
the
you give me a
safety
chance
hazards
to
that
talk
come
him out
with
of
it.
it?
I'd rather be
Sounds
short,
like a lot.
personally.
For the hero of Shaymore, I'll try. Get Quinn out fast. My soldiers will move in as soon as they see trouble. Be careful. In situations like these, the wrong choice can kill a friendship.
Yeah, one of the reasons I'm glad I'm a small bean. Yeah, I'm 6'2", Zen. I don't get to do that. I've been this tall since like 15 or 16, and I hate it. Because sadly, my personality is trash enough to where being tall doesn't get me any brownie points. And 552, like I'm told I'm short, but like at work my rack for the grocery packing is that. See, I would be happy being average male height at 5'8". I would be Gucci with that. That would be fine. Yeah, so my house was built by short people, so I have to squat in the shower if I want anything above my collarbone to get wet. And every door in my house is a different size because it's an old house. So I have to turn sideways to walk into my bathroom or it catches my shoulders. Like if I walk straight into my bathroom door, I can't because it stops my shoulders. That's nonsense. And it's a pain in the ass to find clothes that fit, because you want pants that are the right length, and half of them end up being high waters, and that's just not good. You'll find a shirt that might fit your shoulders, but it's not long enough. It's horrible. That, and I have a queen-size mattress, and my feet are about 2 to 3 inches from hanging off of it. So I still have to, like, curl into a ball. Which is fine because that's how I sleep half the time anyway, but that's not really the point. Oh, come on. I've only been on like an hour. It's way too early for this to be bugging out on me. Oh, for crying out loud. I can't wait for Living World Season 6 so the browser that's used for the trading post is updated. Nah, no back pain, Vane. It's just lots of inconveniences, lots of bumping your head into shit. Lots of bumping your head into shit. And if you're around a lot of short people, you get all kinds of lovely little like, "Hey, how's the weather up there?" I'm like, ha ha. Oh man, I haven't heard that continuously for like 20 some years. It's very original. Oh my word, how am I supposed to get gear if this stupid thing won't load? Yep, screw it. I'm gonna have to restart. One second. Let me sign back in. I'll be happy when we get on DirectX 12. I mean, I'm happy that we're on DX 11 finally, but DX 11 came out right after Guild Wars started. Hopefully that'll have fixed everything. There we go. $44 silver for some blue level 11 shoulders. Man, somebody is high. Yeah, gotta update. One thing I wish we could have on here they had in 14 was there was a button that would automatically equip the best gear that you had for your level based on, your class or whatever. That would just be a handy one-click thing. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, I needed 2 little upgrade component thingies. Oh, excuse me again. Ugh. What I hate is when you go to equip a weapon and you think you equipped it, but what you really did was put it in your secondary weapon slot and you're out there getting your ass kicked. And it's like, dude, what's up? And you're looking like, why is this weapon 20 levels under me? And then you see the other weapon in your other slot and you're like, ah, I see. Okay, I'm a dumbass. That's what it is. I gotcha. I gotcha. Ooh, I can put another one in that one. Okay. Yeah, might as well go get another one of those while I'm here. I mean, every little bit helps. I mean, 4 power for what, 36 copper? That's not too shabby. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's accidentally equipping some junk in my inventory and wondering. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Been there. Been there. Okay, apparently I didn't buy me a new sword. Gotta remember to go do that. Oh, I bought another sword. I guess I didn't. Oh yeah, because I got distracted by the gym, and so I forgot the sword. Yeah. That must have been what it was. Like when you click match my level range, why does it pick stuff above your level? Because that is actually not your level range. Alright, guys, I have not figured out like a color vibe to go with yet, so I'm just gonna throw something together that works for now. Ooh, that looks cool. It's not perfect, but that'll work for. Oh yeah, that's why I love it. What I hate is when you have if you have a playlist that's like one of the like the lo-fi chill hop ones. Those are great. I love that music, but when you're trying to be motivated and your music is too chill, it's like, oh no, this is gonna turn into a just chatting stream. Uh-oh. Hold on, let's see. I got a message. That's kind of rare. Let's see. Okay, continuing on. I mean, now some games I will not have music, like external music on, because the music in-game is just so good. And the music in here is definitely good. It's just I've kind of been there. And sometimes I need a good playlist to keep me going. Because if you're grinding, you gotta have a good playlist. You gotta.
Stuff back to Pete. The others will take care of the rest.
Be careful with
Ooh,
that
I can
stuff.
finally name
It's
my bear.
dangerous.
My bear is always named Mr. Chubbs.
They're going to kill me!
Seriously, guys, we can still work this out.
Always.
Please don't kill me. I've given you everything you asked for.
What are you doing? We don't need to hurt her.
We do what Pete says, and Pete says she dies.
Yeah? Well, I say no way.
Say whatever you want, but I'm not leaving her alive.
Well, for me, yeah, I need a distraction to keep me focused, which seems counterintuitive, but that's how it works.
Got me. One more coming.
I need backup. You're kidding, right?
I had things under
No, you did
control,
not.
but I'm glad you showed up.
As am I. We owe you our lives. Thank you. But they took my entire supply of rhizome powder. It's a strong
Why do you keep a
poison.
strong poison in stock in large quantities?
What's going on? The Seraph will be here any second. If we tell them what Pete's planning, they can stop it.
You're working with the Seraph? When did you become a rat? Don't you know you can't trust the law?
I trust Thackeray more than Two-Blade. Come on. You wouldn't help stab one person. Why would you help poison dozens? Be smart for once. Lay low until Thackeray makes his move and Pete's either dead or in prison.
You're right. Listen, thanks for saving me. I'll do what you say and hole up until all this blows over. And hey, thanks again. I'm out of here.
Keep saving people and you'll be the one that's... You heard the commotion, but it looks like you took care of it. Please allow me to introduce Countess Anise, advisor to the royal court and master exemplar of the Shining Blade. What happened here?
The apothecary's safe, but Pete's gang got away with a lot of poisonous rhizome powder. I feel responsible. I couldn't stop them in time. Let me help you deal with it.
Certainly. If you can find out when and where they plan to use the poison, we can shut Two-Blade Pete down for good.
Pete's gang knows I was here. When none of his people return from this job, Two-Blade will be out for my blood.
Don't worry. My magic can disguise you as a common bandit. You can walk among them, and they'll never know it's you.
We'll give you the location of their hideout. It's dangerous, but if you're willing, I know you can handle it.
Consider it done. I want to put Two-Blade Pete out of business even more than you do.
Very well, then. I'll cast it on you now, but the disguise won't activate until you're close to the bandit headquarters.
When you're ready, head to this location on your map. My scouts tell me Pete's men are hiding there. You'll be on your own, so be careful. Happy hunting.
Stand still for a moment, and I'll place the enchantment on you. Done.
It can be kind of bad sometimes, though, if you have a playlist, like a very specific playlist that slaps a little bit too hard, and then you get distracted by the music and aren't paying attention to what you're playing. Been there. Been there. Mm-hmm.
How can I assist you?
Of course, some game soundtracks are like that too, like the Persona games. I've never got into the games properly, but man, Persona 5 has one of the best soundtracks I've seen in RPG.
Pete said to check around and make
I need to
myself
get playing that at
useful.
some point.
Good. There's plenty to be done. Just make sure you stay out of the way. And if nobody else has anything for you, check back with me. I'll put you to work. Are you talking to me?
Ah, 1 second, got another thing. Fire too. You know, I just realized I have never updated the name of my stream from earlier. I probably should do that real quick. There we go.
It's almost time. I'm so excited. Huh?
Okay, for you, Zen, what game do you think? Like, pick 3 games that you think have the best soundtracks. Or your favorite ones, at least. Or ones that stand out to you or that pulled you into the game more. I think, to me, I mean, obviously I'm biased towards Guild Wars and Final Fantasy XIV, but I think, outside of MMOs, the best soundtrack I've seen would probably be from any of the Homeworld games. Homeworld in general, and more recently, Hard Space Shipbreakers. That soundtrack is immaculate. I need to finish that at some point.
Wait a second. You look really familiar.
Yeah. I used to run with Pete a long time ago. I just got back. It's not like it used to be.
Yeah, Pete's not the man I thought he was. He doesn't care about the struggle at all. Just gold.
Why don't you get out? It's possible, if you want it bad enough.
I've been thinking about it, believe me. Best not to talk here, though. Hey, stay out of trouble. Maybe I'll see you again.
Super pulled in by the music and some. But speaking of FromSoft, I am so happy they're finally making a new Armored Core game. I thought they had abandoned it, honestly. Because, man... Now, mind you, I am garbage at Armored Core, but I love mecha games. There was one I actually bought ages ago on Steam. Now that my computer's a little bit beefier, I need to get back and play it. Was, what was that game? Oh my god, I forgot the name of that game. What was it? There was so much potential, and then it just went nowhere. What was that game? You know what? Give me a second. Let me look. If you like mecha games, you might want to try this because I think you can get it for probably like $10 now since it's kind of old. Let me start Steam up and looky real quick. I'm bad at remembering things. I should know the name of this game immediately because I was so into it, but my computer couldn't run it for shit at the time. I don't even think I have it installed anymore. Okay, unnecessary pop-ups. Thank you. Let's see. This would be easier if 9/10 of my Steam library wasn't games that I had never played. Let's see here. Strike Suit Infinity. That's it. Check that out on Steam if you want, or YouTube. Strike Suit Infinity. It is currently... Okay, I can't see how much it is because I already own it. Oh, it's $6. Or $40 for Strike Suit Infinity, Strike Suit Zero, the Raptor DLC, the art book, and the Heroes of the Fleet DLC, and the soundtrack. I need to reinstall that now that my computer can actually play it without dying a painful, sad death. Oh, okay. I know that somebody was making it got abandoned, I think, but somebody was working on a full Macross conversion for it, and then it just stopped, which is a shame. That's what I'd love to see, like a current gen Macross game. Man. Give me a Macross game along the lines of Armored Core. Do you know how hot that would sell? Especially if you tied it into the series, man. Just have Macross games going through the original series all the way up through Delta. If you have not watched Macross Delta, then you are doing yourself a disservice. A lot of people hated it, but it makes sense in the setting. If you're familiar with Macross or even Robotech, I can explain it to you, and you should understand immediately why it is so good. Soundtrack aside, that soundtrack slaps hard. Okay. So, as you know, in the Macross settings, music is effectively a weapon, right? Okay, well, our main characters in this is a elite unit. They're basically weaponized idols that can produce fold waves with their music. They're the equivalency of magical girl nukes. Delta takes place about, I think, somewhere around like 5 to 15 years after Macross Frontier. It only had one season. There were supposed to be more, but I haven't heard any more on it. But let me link you one of the songs, and you will immediately see. Hold on, I'll have to mute my sound for a minute so I can play this without getting a copyright strike to make sure that I'm giving you the right sound or the right song. Okay, has music stopped? Because I want to make sure that this doesn't get broadcast so that I can tell you the proper song. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Here You Go Zen. This is one of the most popular songs out of it. There we go. Enjoy. Back. Here You Go Zen. This is one of the most popular. So, when you have a second, I highly suggest checking it out.
I found out what Two-Blade Pete is planning. He and his gang are going to poison the city well. While everyone's sick, they'll break into the shops and steal whatever they want.
Devious. He's going to hurt a lot of innocent people. Women
and men.
Children.
You forgot men, Anise.
It gets worse. My sources tell me Pete knows where Quinn is hiding. The gang thinks Quinn snitched about the apothecary job. Two-Blade Pete's a loose cannon. Your friend is in real danger. You need to get Quinn out of there before he gets hurt.
I disagree. You can't put one person's life over the well-being of the city.
One person or many. Think about it.
I gotta rescue my friend.
Just hope yours works out better than mine.
Technically, it's y'all's job to take care of the city, so that's not on me. Man, those are all crap.
Ready for more.
Ooh, build storage. I might have to get some build storage tomorrow. See, is there any skins up? I don't like outfits. I prefer when you can get something that has individual pieces. Okay, that gives you individual pieces. I'm gonna have to get that tomorrow. Well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Isn't it? And people hated on it so hard. Like, this is stupid magical girl bullshit. Yeah, like, music has literally been a part of Macross since the very first series. It's like people that get mad, like, why are they putting all of this politics in Gundam? I'm like, Gundam has been heavily political for literally all 40 years of its existence. You got distracted by cool robots and didn't notice the notable political messages of anti-war stuff. Yeah, Delta is good. It ended too soon for my taste. Like, I want more. I guess in a way, I guess that's a sign of a series ending in a good way, is that it leaves you wanting, another season. I just binged Tokyo Revengers yesterday, like all of it. Oh baby, I need more of that. It's not the best show ever, but man, I want more. There was another show I really enjoyed, Dimension W. Let's see, if you got a second, Zan, look up the Dimension W opener. It slaps harder than the song I just sent you. The first season ended, you had all these new plot points and all of this crazy shit. The second season was announced, they started production, and then it was shut down, and that was the end of it. And don't let the music and magical girl nonsense fool you. You have plenty of mech action. But it's with the music, which makes sense because Macross. Yeah, Delta was great. Another show that I think it was a good show and had a good soundtrack. You should put it on your watch list if you have not already. Fire Force. Fire Force. Oh man, that show slaps.
Give it.
Go ahead and get that real quick.
the fight. Let's talk this through.
Oh, excuse me.
Time's up, Quinn. You served your purpose. Now I got orders to end you.
End me? But Pete's my friend.
You're nothing but a patsy, Quinn. And now you're gonna be a dead patsy. Shut up, you little whiner, and hold still. I've been looking forward to this.
It's about time to show up.
You're kidding, right?
Thought you could defeat all of us, huh? Think again.
Somebody sound the alarm. Call the guard. Hey, someone get over here. Sick. I need help.
You got me.
Quinn, you're lucky to be alive. If I hadn't gotten here in time,
I know. I've been a real piece of work lately, and I'm sorry. You're a real friend, not like Two-Blade Pete. Thank you for everything.
Pete's not done yet. He'll come after us once he realizes his plan's blown.
Oh no. I recognize that look in your eye. You're gonna tell the Seraph.
Captain Thackeray owes me a favor, and this is right up his alley. Meet me at the tavern, Quinn. It's time to mop up Two-Blade Pete for good.
Grandfather died from drinking that well water.
I had one glass with dinner. Haven't been able to keep anything down since.
You and Petra should hide upstairs. Things might get rough, and I don't want to see you getting hurt. We can handle Pete.
What are you doing here? Don't you know Pete's on his way here to kill you?
I'm counting on it.
Always the brave one. Listen, I took your advice, and I'm getting out. Don't do something stupid like getting yourself killed before I have a chance to thank you properly.
Don't worry. I'll deal with Pete. We'll see each other again after this is all over.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
And then we never see her again. Although she is mentioned in Heart of Thorns. We just don't see her. And don't know if she survived the attack on Prosperity.
I could use some help.
You're kidding, right?
You think you're smarter than Pete, do ya? Think you hurt me? Let me tell you something.
Better men than you have tried.
Tried and failed. Look, kid, I'm not easily intimidated.
Tried and died.
Huh. Maybe I underestimated you.
More than you know. Prison's full, Pete. Let's skip the trial and go straight to the execution.
I'll see you again.
So good.
Very impressive. You've stopped Two-Blade Pete and run his bandits out of Divinity's reach.
Thanks. I'm just glad that Pete won't hurt anyone ever again.
Enjoy your victory. I'll be in touch with you again soon. The Seraph can always use a friend they can trust.
Woohoo! We win!
So, Quinn, seeing as you've committed multiple crimes against the city...
This is Locks, not prison!
But you did help the Seraph, too. I guess I can look the other way. This one time.
I'm mad we never see Quinn
I'll
again.
stay out of trouble, I promise.
You'd better. I won't always be around to help you out.
You saved my life, and I owe you one. I won't forget it.
Hey, that's what friends do. See you around, Quinn.
I'll take that key, thank you kindly. Ooh, and a New Year's theme. Alright, normally I would be on here for 12 hours, but I've been up for around 30. So what we're going to do right now is going to raid over to another Guild Wars channel I absolutely adore, a Game Informed family, very positive place, new players, so lots of fun stuff happening there. I'll be back on later tonight. After I sleep, I should probably only be asleep for about 5 or 6 hours, and then I'll be on till midnight. Thank you for people coming in, for subbing, for chatting, for lurking, for following. It means the world to me. It really does. So we'll hop over to there, give them a little bit of love, and then I will catch y'all later tonight. Cause your boy needs some sleep, dear Lord. Let's see. When you're trying to raid somebody and you forget what you're doing. Yeah, I can't rest because chronic fatigue, but I can get some sleep at least. And then if you're on NA, man, we gotta play together sometime. We got to.